pray, but I'm gon' get it on my way. Get it on my way. What I'm lacking now, that's gon' get me to that day. Say I'm gon' get it on my way. Get it on my way. Give me all the strength I need for every step I take. See, I'm gon' get it on my way. Get it on my way. I'ma send a shout out to my God. I know that He's great. Forgive me for my sins, cause I know that.
What's up, everybody? Shout out to all of my commuters. I am your boy, LeMor, and I want to welcome you to the intersection, the place where passion meets purpose. Now, before we get into this video that I'm about to do right here, I just want you to do me a favor. Look down, all right? There's a word, and it's in all red letters. The word is subscribe. I want you to go down there and click that button, okay? Subscribe to this channel because I have plenty more videos like this one that I'm going to be releasing here soon, all right? And now, if you're feeling froggy and you know what I'm saying, you want to support a brother, go ahead and click that bell. That's not too far from it, okay? That'll give you all the notifications when I go live or when I post my videos, all right? So without further ado, let's get into this video. This video for today is for all of my creatives, okay? Creatives that are like me. Now, for those that don't know, I am an artist, a Christian artist, okay? And I have been doing this for quite some time. So I've done some touring and I've done some performing and things. I mean, I've traveled all across the United States, but then I've also had the privilege to go, over to Kenya and South Africa, do some performing over there. Okay? So in my journeys as a Christian rap artist, there has been some things when people contact me to book me that have had to happen, and they are called transactions. Okay? So when it comes to the money being exchanged and things, like a lot of times that area can get a little dicey, okay? But what I realize is that a lot of times I have been contacted by people, and like locally in the Virginia area, I'll use that as an example for now. So somebody will contact me, email, phone call, text, whatever. They'll contact me and say, hey, Jermaine, I used to go by Sinai, so hey, Sinai, I'm having this event. I want you to come out and perform and bless the people. I'm like, all right, cool. I would love to. What's your budget? Well, we don't really have a budget right now because, this new event and whatever and stuff, and this is our first time doing it, whatever. And but it's gonna be great exposure for you. It's gonna be great exposure. I'm like, exposure? Okay, cool. I'm like, so are you gonna be selling tickets at the door? Yeah, we're gonna be selling tickets at the door. We're using Eventbrite. We're gonna be selling tickets in advance and stuff and everything. So I'm like, but you don't have a budget to at least cover my expenses. No, we have this big name artist that's also coming out, and their fee is like really high, so we gotta pay them the money or whatever. But we don't really have the money to pay any local artists to come and perform. But it'll be great exposure for you. I'm like, okay, cool. I appreciate the offer, but I'm not gonna be able to accommodate you at this time. Now, why do conversations go like that? I got a couple thoughts. They're not all real. They're not all the gospel. But it's just my thoughts. And this is my channel, so I'm going to express my thoughts. I think, first of all, it is borderline disrespectful to come to me and say, hey, we have a big name artist that's gonna be performing. We would love for you to come open. I'm like, all right, cool. How much you paying? No, well, we're not paying you. We're paying them. That's borderline disrespectful because right there, it kind of shows a differentiation, if that's even a word. I don't think that's a word. But I can see you kind of differentiating between levels of value and contribution. Because what's really valuable to you, or what's really valuable to your event, you're willing to pay for. So, but apparently I was considered valuable enough for you to want me to come and bring my little small fan base to come support your event so that they would come see me and then come see the big name artists and stuff. So you saw the value in that, but not enough to compensate me for my time. Now let me stop right there and go to this, okay? A lot of people say, well, you're a Christian artist. Like, isn't the gospel free? You don't really pay for the gospel. You don't pay for the message. But let me clear that up right now, okay? As a Christian artist, I am not charging for the gospel. I am not charging for the message of the gospel. I am charging for my time. Okay? A lot of people don't realize what goes into creating when it comes to an artist. A lot of people don't realize it because first, you know what I'm saying, you gotta shop around for producers and productions and beats and stuff, which cost. Okay, and then once you find something you like, you gotta take some time to sit down and write it. Cool. Okay, then once you write it, you gotta go in the studio and actually record it, which also costs. Okay, so then after you record it, you gotta get the mixing and mastering done so it sounds good to your ears, which also costs. Then you gotta kind of do some marketing and promotion so that people know that it's there, which also costs. And so a lot of these things that go into the music, a lot of people don't see because they just see the finished product and he's just coming out to do 2 or 3 songs. It's okay, but you're not paying for the message. You're paying for my time and that I'm going to spend, because you're gonna ask me to come early to do a sound check. Then I'm gonna have to sit around for an hour, 2 hours, or whatever until the event starts. Then I'm gonna have to wait to actually go on stage. Then I'm gonna have to actually perform for however long you're booking me for, and I've been booked for as long as an hour. An hour set. So it's like, you want all of that, but you want to offer me exposure. I'm sorry, but when I get back home, I can't call the electric company and say, hey guys, I did a show this weekend. I did not get paid for it, so the money for the electric bill is going to be late, but hey, I did get some exposure. I don't think they want to hear that. They just want their money. And so just to look at it like, okay, well, I'm not going to pay you, but I'm going to pay the big name artist. Just come and get this exposure. I appreciate the exposure. Up and coming artists need exposure. But what do we need more than exposure? Money. We need money to fund what we're doing. We need money to fund our houses and our families and things. And so I'm taking time away from the family and taking time away from my job to come and perform for you music that I have already paid for and may not make any money back from it because the streaming payouts are ridiculous. So, what am I saying here? Now, listen, don't get me wrong, because there are times when I have gone and done free events. Okay, somebody would call me and say, "Hey, can you come do XYZ?" And I'm like, and I really feel that the Lord's telling me, "Okay, go do it." I'm like, "All right, cool. God's telling me to go do it. He's gonna take care of everything else that I need. Cool. I'm with it." And then there are times when people are not offering anything, and I'm not able to go. But people have to realize that there's more that goes into it than just me coming on stage, rapping a few songs that I wrote, and leaving. And so I want you to be able to value me as an artist and what I'm bringing to the table, because apparently you value me enough to ask me to come out. Apparently you value me enough for that. So please value me enough to compensate. Now, artists, when it comes to us, we also have to know our worth and our value. Because if we don't know our worth and our value, we'll pretty much settle for anything because we just want to get on. We want to get on stage. We want people to hear our music that we've been working on. We want somebody to see us and put some money behind us and support us and market us. And we want to have millions and millions of fans. That's great. That's a great aspiration. But a lot of times, guys, we have to value ourselves and what we're bringing to the table. Okay? Because if we don't value ourselves, then nobody else is going to value us. Nobody's gonna value us more than we value ourselves. So I want to encourage you to find that value in yourself and stick to your guns. Because if you believe that you're worth it and you're operating in the spirit of excellence and you're putting everything into what you do and you're studying your craft and you're growing and you're learning and you're studying and growing and learning and constantly on that cycle, you have to value what you bring to the table and not allow people to take advantage of it. Now, there are some times, like I said, when people genuinely just want to bring you out and they need some help for their event, you go out, you do what you do. But then there are people that will take advantage of it. And we have to be able to decipher between the two, because then we'll know what type of conversations we need to have with people. I want to say this to you. I was watching a video of a battle rapper today. And he was talking about how battle rappers are like pretty much prostitutes because they're basically battling for chicken nuggets, basically. And he said, somebody is getting paid off of your lack of understanding of how the business works. Somebody is getting paid from your lack of understanding of how the business works. So it is our duty as artists to do our due diligence to research, okay? To research and to value ourselves and understand what we're bringing to the table, because it is far more valuable than people will give us credit for. and they're not going to offer that value to us. We have to already see it in ourselves. All right? I'm your boy, Jermaine LeMor. Appreciate your time. Hope this wasn't too long for you, but I'm going to have these coming. You know, just talking about random stuff that I feel like I want to talk about. So if you dig it, like I said, click the subscribe button. Click that notification bell so you know when I post, and I will see you soon. All right?